But it's kind of nice though, isn't it? Hey, I like your new one, by the way. Thank you. I really like it too. I really like it.
So, 150 through the door. Not bad. Shame none of them seem to be digging into their pockets. With the Woodmill Studios complete, Melissa is back on track and enjoying it.
So I'm shooting a self-portrait in a set. I'm just trying to get as much color in there as possible. I'm not really concerned with what kind of colors, whether they go together or not. In fact, I quite like that they don't go together very well. I come from traditional school, from a very traditional school in Italy, preparatory school and for the arts, and where I've painted, and I was good at painting, and I was very good at drawing, and I'm not doing that anymore. I don't think I'll never touch a canvas again in my life, but at the moment it just doesn't feel relevant to my practice. So this is my music. I make it, I compose it, and I perform everything. No. Voilà. This is an old piece for guitar that I've made. I made this noise by sticking a microphone inside a very large toilet paper roll. That's my voice. I'm a monster. When I think of my work, when I make it, I don't think of the viewer ever. I like the fact of making something that belongs uniquely to my mind and then to showing it to other people so that they can look at it and decide what they want to make out of it. I don't want people to get a precise message. I think the colors are brilliant. They're good colors for camera. So I just need to put it on the ground.
On the ground?
Yeah.
Rasheen is back to install the duplicate of Ryan Gander's work.
I think if he's like a good artist, he'd be interested in the whole, scheming of the whole thing. Or if he's anyway kind of got a bit of thing about him, he'd be into, I don't know, just the audacity of it in itself is like, is a bit grabbing. So hopefully he'll, maybe it will become an actual collaboration of some nature or something. I don't know, but next now I just need to photograph it in situ, in place, in the gallery, being exhibited, being previewed before Gander even placed his order, because I got there first. Because the other work was kind of just the lead up to the work, so now I feel like I have a new work as well, which is really exciting. And it's silly, it's massage in a gallery window. It feels like a more interesting approach to art making for me than slaving over something precious and, You know, in one way you think, well, actually this is a Ryan Gander work and this thing is very fucking valuable. You know, so there's that as well. When you're looking at it, you do have, in a sense, something that is very marketably valuable. I know it's certainly like an awful lot more than I sell mine for, so who knows how much this might fetch. And it's just a massage sign. It's better than mine. Rock on, Roisin the Irish thief.
Bermondseys Woodmill Studios are officially open. To celebrate, an exhibition with all 56 of the artists here.
The whole woodmill thing, it's a stroke of really good luck. It does feel like it's the nucleus of something very important and that will be remembered. I think, you know, give it 10 years and you could be looking back at a core group of artists who were working together in this building and who went on to do really good things.
The launch, I think, will be a moment when we really feel it, when we see people come and they get excited by it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, unless 3 people turn up.
It looks like our mums.
Yeah. Yeah, my mum's definitely coming.
Cool.
Is your mum coming?
Yeah.
Good.
The launch could take the artists one step closer to making a living from their art.
We're not a commercial gallery, so the work won't be for sale as such, but if someone wants to buy the work, then that's fine.
I think that seeing it kind of curled up on the floor here makes me realise that this piece can be installed in several ways. It can be shown like this. It can be shown hanging, and at some point I'd like to float it. I mean, they're all polystyrene buoys, so they can float. But I mean, I'm the worst person to talk to about prices. I'd almost rather somebody else kind of deal with that whole process. I can calculate out kind of cost, man hours, like what this piece cost me to make, but then that means nothing. I mean, that means absolutely nothing. Pricing in art is so arbitrary that, like, if I just say that this is worth £10,000 for some polystyrene buoys and rope, I don't know, is it worth that? Like, it could be worth £20,000. It could be, I mean, it all depends on factors, and right now I'm just below kind of having any sort of the kind of accolades that are required for you to start requesting more for your work. I feel like when I sell the work, it goes for nothing compared to the kind of the time that goes into it and the thinking and the kind of investment I put in it. I still feel that anybody who's bought my work so far has gotten a really good deal.
I'm just sanding this polyfiller, which is filling a sort of giant crack that was already in the floor, and the piece of work is unpaid labour, which is obviously what I'm engaged in at the moment. and I'm trying to make it just look really kind of nice and professional, like a really well sealed crack. And yeah, that's basically the piece of work.
We'll bring it up this side,
Right.
and then after I'm done, we'll just zoom.
Yeah. A bit higher. Oh, I'm excited now. It feels sexy.
Dog. I'm going to draw a dog. Look.
It's been 2 weeks since
With a little
Roisin
face
installed her
and
Ryan
his
Gander
eyes.
piece.
And his nose.
So I wrote to him in the email and a picture of his work installed in the gallery. Yeah, and he didn't respond. I don't know whether to be like massively disappointed about it or not give a shit, or if it matters at all. It just ended in a kind of a grumpy silence. I don't think it negates any potential like thought process that the work might do. But I don't know how well he comes off with just not responding. I mean, whatever. I mean, you know, as a gesture, it's funny. It's entertaining and it's a little thought-provoking, and you know, some correspondences you win and some you lose, and that's fine.
The Woodmill opening will be the first time Melissa has exhibited any work since leaving Goldsmiths.
Everybody which is involved in the Woodmill will exhibit work, so I think there's about maybe 50. It's a celebration and it's a good way to get people to know the place, so of course I'll contribute. I don't feel very comfortable with big group shows. I don't know. It's always difficult to see your work amongst many other works, and then when it's 50 works, it's very difficult.
Seven months since graduation, the students have studios and are managing to get their work shown.
I mean, it's good that they're using a gallery space, because there's very few places for sort of younger artists to show in London. I mean, a lot of big ones. There's lots of small sort of shoppy places and stuff, but to have these big spaces hasn't been like this for a while. So maybe it's the benefit of the recession.
But real success, for those who achieve it, will be a much longer haul.
After graduation from Goldsmiths, I kind of thought that I would have reached a low point by now, but I haven't. Opportunities keep coming in. This period it feels like a very high period for me, and like, I don't know, I've had years and years of kind of shut doors and locked with like 5 deadbolts, you know, like now that a few of those doors are just kind of like ajar and I can peep in, it's like get a few fingers in there and pry the doors open, and if you don't, they'll slam right in your face again.
I think I'm effectively an artist, and I hope I can call myself one now, and I don't know, I'm a bit fed up of the emerging. It feels like I'm emerging from many years and I just never get out. So I think I've emerged. I'm an artist, I'm just not making much money. There is so many people making a living out of their own art, and there's so much art that I don't like that produces money, so I don't see why not. I think it's worth a shot.
It looks like I have a solo show in Rome. So that's my first solo show, so that's really exciting. And I think maybe the Italians might, you know, be instinctively into what I do, so that could go down well.
The centrepiece of her show will be her neon Ryan Gander rip-off.
If people are thinking, why has this girl done this? Why is this girl not making her own work? Why is this girl, like, taking work from somebody else and claiming it as her own? Why does this girl not want to be original? Is this art? Those are probably the exact questions that I want people to think about, so good job me. It's true if somebody says that something is art, it's art, but you have to say it like you mean it.